All right. So welcome to the court of public opinion. In this court, everyone is a judge, everyone is a lawyer, a doctor, a nurse, a physiotherapist, a president, a minister, an MP, a coach, a player. In fact, everyone is anything they wish they were, or they actually are. Okay, so in this court, you also hold your own public opinion, but then I have the final say. All right. So there's this video, okay, that I want to show to you. It was some months ago, but then it was relevant then, and it's still relevant today. As our good vice president will say when he quotes his textbook economic principles, and then he will tell us that whatever he said back then was relevant and is still relevant. Okay, so watch this video, come back, and then we'll talk about it. All right.
And so Kwesi Kwarteng was sacked. You know, this lady who is prime minister lives on the same street with Kwesi Kwarteng. Same street in London with Kwesi Kwarteng. They went to the same school from their childhood. Same school. And when they came into government, number 10 is here, number 11 is here. They still came to live in the same place. In other words, they talk a lot, but wrong is wrong. When you are wrong, I need to look in your eyes and tell you, bro, you are wrong. I will have to tell you that. It doesn't matter. That is what is killing this nation, and is killing churches, and killing marriages, and killing relationships, because we cannot look and tell truth. Yes, it's not yes, and no, it's not no. And yet we pride that we are born again. God is a God of principle. May I tell you, he doesn't work like that. This is the time, Your Excellency, to make changes, and those changes must be to the honor and glory of God. Good morning to you, sir. This is the time to make changes. Our finance minister, who even though is a Christian, have failed miserably, and I am telling Your Excellency, with all due respect, this is the time to make drastic changes. We cannot sit here when $1 is equal to 12 cedis. 12 cedis. Somebody, and I came with a fresh grace to tell you something. Truth. A dear man is all kind of crap. But also software, I'm telling you, you will take it. Don't you think that if I am Ghana is my private company and somebody is not delivering, I fire them, I replace them, I hire somebody else, and then we are working. This is why you 20% sorry. The Bible said Satans, and then we do that very quickly. We'll be our position. Now we'll someone. This is why we will straight away tell you, hey, you remove from position and then put somebody else there. Why can't a nation do that? And the Isaiah prophesied and said,
all right, so hope you listened to the video with rapt attention, or I should play the video again for you. Okay, so let me tell you. All right, so whatever this man said was right then, and is right still today. All right, so he made mention of the fact that the dollar back then was 12 cedis. In fact, let me tell you, the dollar this year went even up to 16 cedis. So at the time, and I was recording this video yesterday, or Saturday, the dollar was around 12 cedis, 80 pesos. Come on. I think this same year, January, the dollar was around 6 cedis, thereabout. So how did we get here? We got here due to the economic mismanagement of the Agufado government, and then this finance minister, and then the vice president. You can't tell me that story. All right, so the man also mentioned that the UK's former finance minister, who is said to be a Ghanaian, Kwesi Kwarteng. Even though he was fired in 6 weeks' time because he made some economic decisions which made the economy of the UK go down. So the UK economy is a market economy. If you know about finances, you get to know why I'm saying that. For that economy, it reacts to the news, and that's called fundamental analysis. If like you are into forex trading, you get to know what I'm saying. It reacts to the market, like whether there's good news or bad news or whatever happens, things change in a second. Okay, so as the man said, that man was fired. A few, I think, days later after he was fired by his boss, yes, which is the prime minister who gave him the job. She herself also resigned, and this is called what? Integrity. Yes, you know the job, you can do it, but then based on what where we've gotten to, no matter which school you went to, your plans are not working. Okay, you can't tell me that Kwesi Kwarteng didn't go to the best of schools or the prime minister didn't go to the best of schools. The same way the finance minister, I heard, went to Harvard and Yale. Okay, and he has a bank which is a data bank which is said to be doing well. Okay, yes, you might be a good business, but then at this stage, your theory, your practicals are not working, and so you should resign. It's simple. Okay, this man claims not to be taking salary, and so why can't you just leave the job? Now, is it because your cousin's the president? Come on, who does that? This is not your company. This is Ghana government. This is for all of us. The finances, because whatever mistake you make affects all of us. And so why can't you resign, even though you have failed woefully, Mr. Finance Minister? Just resign. Okay? I don't think if your own bank, which is a data bank, has a worker or the boss who keeps on making losses, would you still maintain that person? You can't tell me the story. And to the extent that you claim not to take salary, so why can't you resign? You've been quoting scriptures. Come on. Why do you keep on deceiving us and then deceiving yourself as well? That's not fair at all. Come on. Due to your decisions, everything, prices of goods have gone up, like skyrocketing high. Like, it's too much. Like, who does that? And when you talk, this government will brand you as an NDC or as an enemy of their government. Before this president came to power, he said that he's a listening government, or he's a listening president, which is the president Akufo-Addo. People have been calling for the finance minister to go because he's done it bad, real bad. People, experts, are calling that you should let this man go. But the president is saying that no, now let him go. Why, Mr. President? Where did we go wrong as Ghanaians? As someone who came to beg for the job and someone who told us that it is castle, And so I come there, and that you listen to us when we cry to you. Now it's as if you have no ears and that you cannot hear. Before you came to power, Mr. President, you made mention of the fact that the erstwhile government or the erstwhile president, which is John Mahama, has sat on his ears and that he doesn't listen to anyone. Little did we know that you have lost your ears, and that when people are saying that this and this and this is not going right, you do not hear us. Mr. President, why? I don't blame the president and his appointees. And I blame the constitution, which has given the president too much powers and which needs to be looked at. In fact, worked on and changes made. I heard that there has been changes which was done by the former president Professor John Ivan Satamios, but then these changes have not been effected because it benefits them, and so when the changes come into play, they won't get the benefits that they are getting. Mr. President, and then the finance minister, please resign, because it's high time that you resigned. In fact, people have called, and so maybe since you've been quoting scriptures, you listen to this man of God and then resign. So Mr. Finance Minister, resign, because you've caused us a lot of pain, and you are even causing us more pain due to your reckless borrowing and decisions. All right. So I'd like to end here, and then you can leave your comments. Let's just leave your comments as well. Then I'll read that and then respond to your comment section. All right. So now I'll come to you with more videos on anything and everything. Once it matters to you, it matters to me as well. All right. Peace out.